Hello there, happy Monday. I'm Dr. Shiroko Sokitch, owner of Heart to Heart Medical Center and the author of the book, Healing When It Seems Impossible, 7 Keys to Defy the Odds. And today I'm going to talk to you about shoulder pain and Chinese medicine because actually there's a lot of really cool information in Chinese medicine about shoulder pain and all of the things that it has to do with. So, you know that, or maybe you don't know, but in Chinese medicine, the whole idea is that you're made up of energy and that energy travels through your body in certain patterns. And when your energy is out of balance, there are problems. Now, the patterns of energy movement in your body are based on your organs, and every organ has a surface area on your body where it travels through as a channel, okay? And so I want to explain this in terms of that there are 3 main channels, actually 6 probably, but 3 main channels that involve shoulder pain, and they are the large intestine meridian, the small intestine meridian, and something called the triple warmer, which is sort of the space in between all of the other organs. And when you have shoulder pain, most of the symptoms are related to something in those pathways of energy. So that those channels all start in your fingers and they work their way up in through your shoulder and up into your head. So they're connected not just to your shoulder, but also to your head and your neck. Like the large intestine regulates your sense of smell and your ability to breathe through your nose, and the small intestine also has something to do with how your jaw feels, and and the triple warmer also is connected to jaw tightness and headaches and things. So anyway, the pattern of energy movement is that the front of your shoulder, like if you press this point here in the front of your shoulder, that would be a large intestine point. And then there's a point sort of in the middle of the shoulder where if it was tender there, it would be a triple warmer point. And then in the back here, it would be a small intestine point. And each of those pathways of energy is connected to many other things. And so one of the many reasons that I love Chinese medicine and acupuncture is because there's so much that goes on with every symptom that you have, and every symptom has so many connections to other parts of your body or other things. So of course your large intestine also regulates your bowel movements, and it is connected to your immune system. And the small intestine has to do with your digestive system, your ability to digest the food that you eat, and to get the nourishment from the foods that you eat. And then the triple warmer has to do with a lot of things like fatigue and the energy movement of the whole of the middle of your body. So lots of different symptoms that can be connected to that. And so when you have a shoulder pain, it's not necessarily just your shoulder. For example, a woman who has frozen shoulder, like it's not uncommon to get a condition called frozen shoulder, which is where you can hardly move your shoulder at all, can be connected to your hormones. And so you may think that it's a shoulder condition that maybe needs an injection for a shoulder release or something, but in actual fact, since it's connected to your hormones, then you need some sort of treatment for your hormones in order to get it to heal. Same with like if you can't lift your shoulder up above your arm, up above your shoulder like this, that could mean that there's some problem with the nerve here in your neck, connected to the movement of nerve energy from your neck. So there's many things that can be connected to why your shoulder is hurting, and there are also like some really cool things that are connected to it. Like in Chinese medicine, of course, there's emotional and spiritual functions related to all of these symptoms as well. And so your shoulder could be connected to feeling frustrated with some element of your life, or of course, it can be connected to an injury that you developed when you were playing pickleball or shooting baskets or something like that. So The thing about all things that have to do with health is that there are many elements to every symptom. And for some people, all of those elements come together. And especially if you've had a difficult time with something in your body that's been going on for a long time, or you seem not to be able to get better, there are usually many layers to that are connected to not just that symptom itself, but again, it could be hormones, it could be your digestive system that is not working right, it could be that you're frustrated with some element of your life. So there are many, many factors that are involved in every symptom that we have. There's some cool things. I'm going to give you a couple of acupressure points that you can do for yourself in order to give yourself relief. So let's say that the pain is towards the front of your shoulder, and like you could find, if it's here, you could find a point that's a couple inches below that might be tender, okay? And if you then go down below that, you could find a point on your elbow right here. So where your elbow crease is, right here, you could press that point and it could relieve some of the tension here in the shoulder, at the front of the shoulder. So this is a large intestine point, and it can relieve pain up in here in the front of your shoulder. There's another point here in your thumb, not this one, but a little bit further, closer in here. It's right here. So you go from where that crease in your thumb is, but down to here, and you find a point, and that can also release this pain that's in your shoulder. Now, if you have pain in the back of your shoulder back here, that's in your small intestine channel, you could press a point on your elbow, like right here in the middle of your elbow, and that should help relieve it. So one of the things to think about is that acupuncture is one tool for helping relieve things, but you can also do acupressure on yourself and relieve some of your own symptoms if you're working with trying to get your shoulder moving when you're having a hard time. Another point that's real helpful for the shoulder is up underneath the armpit. So like kind of on the side of your chest wall, kind of in the, you might find a point that's tender as you massage along the edges of your ribs there. And that point could help also improve the mobility of your shoulder. So those are just a few ideas for how to approach shoulder pain. And of course, if it's a long-term ongoing problem, seeing somebody like me who can help you with looking at it from a whole person perspective will really help you find relief and possibly keep you from having to have some kind of surgery. I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.